You know, one of the things we haven't talked about a lot in the videos that I've been doing for our website, and by the way, if you've watched those videos on the website, we appreciate it, we do. This has been little Jeb, he's 5.5 months, yep. I've used him a bunch, yep. We've gone through the obedience, steadiness, the force fetch, and I haven't talked or used much with birds, yep. He likes it, yep. When he was little, I threw a bunch of birds for him and get them real birdie where they really, really like it. Yeah. And then when we get a little older and you got to go through the force fetch, I don't use birds right there because I'll tell you what, they're a little harder to handle. They're not easy to carry, and it takes a little skill to do it. Now, I've gotten through all the force fetch, pinch through the ear, tip, use the collar, tip. We taught him to fetch and hold the bumper. Now we're starting on some birds and a duck. Now, yeah. He needs a little neck too. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. What I'm going to do, when you start your puppy, if he's about this old with a duck, they got to find a handle. And sometimes it takes them a week or so to figure out. They got the head, they got the feet, they got the wings, they got a whole bunch of stuff. And this is a big dead bird, and it's difficult to carry. Obviously, those two handles are their best. One on the top here between their back, and then obviously on their breast. So when you start this, make sure that you got your force fetch down pretty good, to where they know what the word hold is, and because when they pick it up and they carry it, they're going to want to drop it, and pick it up, and carry it, and drop it, and pick it up. I don't do it in the water until I'm real proficient on land first. When they've done this and they're coming back, and you remind them to fetch and hold still and sit still, pet them a lot with it, because again, finding a handle on these things can be really, really tough. It takes a while. You know, I see folks at a hunt test that really haven't done this that well with the duck, and the dog will come back and they'll drop it, and they'll shake, they'll pick it up and drop it, and pick it up and drop it. So you really got to do your homework. Make sure your force fetch is good. Now I'm going to throw in here a little short one, and we're going to try and demonstrate here. Okay, good. Got it by the breath, that's good. Good. Hold. Hold. Good. Hold. Yep. Hold. Show him where it's at. Yep. Yep. I'm going to put it in his mouth. Hold. 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 Just relax. So it's all right to hold. Hold. I don't want to be, I don't want to be real herky-jerky and grab it from him and get into all that kind of stuff. I just want him to come back and hold it a little bit and get used to carrying it. Now, most generally, after they've done this 20, 30 times, they start to find the handle, and they do okay. Let's try to go. Sit. Okay. Yeah, boy. Yep. Good. Hold. Hold. I'm going to remind him. Hold. Hold. Yeah. Yeah. Hold. Yeah. Let him calm down with it a little. Yep. That's a good hold right there. Good. Yep. Hold. Good. Hold. Second. Hold. Yeah. 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 Hold. Yeah. He's trying to find a handle. Also, it's a lot of fun for him. Boy, this is a real neat little deal. It's got feathers and smells good and all that kind of stuff. Now, one thing I may have not talked about in those videos, but if I have, I'm going to reiterate. This is where the word sit comes in. When this puppy comes back, sit. If I never teach anybody anything about a dog, sit. is the best command you can ever teach your dog. If you think about it, when your dog's sitting, he's under full control. Sit. When all else fails, sit. And all I did with him there was hold his collar. I didn't pinch him. He found the handle on his own. He wanted to play with it a little. That's all normal. I don't want to get into a deal where I'm pinching his ear or I'm using electric collar and nicking him and doing all that stuff. I want him to kind of figure this out on his own. Let's try again. You don't have to throw it a mile away. Got it, boy. Good. Good. Got it, boy. Good. Got it, boy. Now you hold. 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 Yeah. Hold. 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 Now he's doing real well with it. I don't know what the deal. He came back and had to drop it and pick it up. That's just puppy. You know, another thing I don't want to do right now is throw him a ton of happy ones because he likes to play with it and chew on it a little bit. I want to make sure I got a little bit of control. Yeah. I want to make sure he's good and steady. Yeah. Okay. Got it, boy. Good. Got it, boy. There, you found a good handle. Good. Now you hold. 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 Good. Hold. Hold. Good. Sit. Hold. Sit. You notice I'm telling him to sit. Sit. Take his mind off that a little bit. Sit. Put his mind on sitting. Sit. When you get these puppies up where you think you're pretty well done with the force checks with the bumpers and they're doing pretty good, then you can really start adding some birds in. I think if you do it too much while you're in the force steps, they love the birds so much, they come back, it's hard to teach them how to do it. You need to be really schooled, or they need to be really schooled on the force steps with the bumper, I think, so. Work on this little drill. Also, pigeons are great because they're not quite as big, so they're a little easier to handle. I don't do it in the water again until I've got it fairly proficient on land. Give it a try and see what happens.